People them blunt. People them blunt. Yeah, yeah. Spell club with two B's. People them blunt. People them blunt. Spell club with two B's. People them blunt. People them blunt. Spell club with two B's. People them blunt. We spell club with two B's.
Go ahead, Sharon. What's up? It's good to see you today. What's going on? What's on your mind?
It's not good to see you.
What?
I'm just playing.
Y'all see the shade already?
What's up, Tyree? How are you?
I'm pretty good.
Tyree,
Hey,
what's your full name?
why would I get out to the show? I already got stalkers, Sherrod.
Okay, well, what's your middle initial?
A.
Tyree A. what?
Lee.
Tyree A. Lee. Okay.
My name not Tyree though. It's Tyrese. You don't know that by now, Sherrod?
I've been calling you Tyree.
It's crazy because like some people call me Ty, Tyrese, Reese Cup, Reese,
Reese.
Antoine, Jim Shoes, and then some people call me Daddy, Papa Bear.
Okay.
Yeah, Papa.
Well, I commend you on the suit, brother. You are filling that out. It's
Thank
definitely
you.
giving Papa Bear.
Ooh, you look good too.
Like-
I always like that you authentically yourself, no matter what.
You know, I have to be myself because I grew into myself actually. I feel like when I moved here, like when I moved to Atlanta, that's when I found myself for real and discovered my own individuality.
Really?
Because in Chicago, it was always like a trend to me, like wore what the dancers wore, act how the dancers act, this and that, da da da. So, you know, even though like I didn't have the body and all that, I was finding my way there,
Okay,
right?
okay.
Like dancing, modeling, all of the things. Then when I moved here, it gave me like freedom of expression. Like, okay,
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, well, they're wearing that. Like, maybe I could do that, you know? So I just found my own from what I wore to, you know, just how I acted.
I think it's interesting that you said find yourself because that's just something that like when you growing up you always hear, and I just don't believe that you ever find yourself. I think you just create yourself who you want to be, just like when you on like an app and you creating your profile, you create who
Like an
you want to
avatar.
be. Yeah, you don't find yourself because literally what you looking for, you know?
Or I learned to adjust, to adapt in an environment.
Okay.
And this environment, the Atlanta scene or in general, it's either you have to learn, you have to know how to adapt, because if you don't, it'll suck you up. It'll swallow you
You've been
whole.
sucked up.
I have been swallowed whole.
Ooh,
I have.
that's funny you're from Chicago though, because
We'll dive in.
you know I'm from Milwaukee and we used to go to Chicago to kick it. You remember the Generator?
I do. Now I never got in the Generator. The most I've got into was the Prop House.
Oh,
I never got into the Generator.
I remember the Prop House too, but the Generator was lit. It had like
That's what they
levels.
said.
I mean, you could literally like
That's
kick it
what they said.
outside and like catch. We was going out there like when we was 18, 19, not even able to get in the club, but we would just go to be outside because it was just lit outside. Was crazy.
You didn't do the secret?
What's that?
The secret was to slide a $20 bill underneath your ID.
I know you lying.
Yeah, pass it to the bouncer, be like, you know, and he'll
yeah.
take it. That's what we did at the Prop House.
Yeah.
If you know, you know.
See, I never knew about that, but that's where we would kick it because in Milwaukee we didn't have clubs, and if we did, like we had like one in Milwaukee so small it'd hurry up and get like closed down, so it was just like crazy. But yeah, my last time that I was actually in Chicago, that's when I got shot. So when I had got shot in Chicago, I stopped going out like period for a while. I think that kind of changed me as a person as far as like going out and kicking it too, because I don't really go
I
out.
know you got shot.
Yeah, I said it on the show.
Oh, I must not have been paying attention.
No, you wasn't there.
Was that a scary feeling?
Well, it was crazy because it was just something that I always wanted to experience. And it was also crazy because I knew like right when it was going to happen, I had a real bad feeling. I was like, we was with a group of guys. We had just walked out the club and I said, something feel weird. I was like, I feel like we're going to get shot. And then this red car had pulled up and just started shooting at us. And we didn't even know, right? We didn't even know we was shot. We just started running. And me and my homeboy Tyler, when we got in the car, I just started feeling like this little tingling feeling up in my leg. And I looked down and I had a bullet wound. Like, I think the bullet, well, I know the bullet like went in and it went out. Then we went to the hospital.
Well, they say because you don't feel it, it's just so much adrenaline.
Yeah. We was running.
That adrenaline takes over the bullet wound. But then when it comes down, the pain comes.
Yep.
And then you notice like, oh my God, I've been
But it didn't really hurt like that. It didn't really hurt like that.
Well, I don't know, because I ain't never been shot. I mean, I've gotten back shots, but I ain't never been shot for real.
Oh, okay. So how long you been in Atlanta for?
So I have been in Atlanta. I broke it off with my boyfriend at the time in 2015 for real. We officially broke up in 2015. Got on the Greyhound bus, and I just never looked back. Now I have been here before 2015, but I never officially like lived here. Like I probably stayed and then like went back, because I was still trying to finish school and do other things. But coming down here was an escape route from what I was dealing with back in Chicago.
Okay.
Until, like I said, I couldn't take the abuse no more, and I just fucking left. I had to go.
Like when you say abuse, like what type of abuse did you
Abuse, like physical, verbal, like. Mind you, I'm in my early 20s at this time. Damn. This is a grown ass man I'm dealing with. He's almost damn near 30 years old. So, and he was quote unquote like not out.
Oh, shit.
So it was like me being young, naive. I'm like trying to cater to this man, but still trying to find myself, trying to live my life. You know what I'm saying? So,
and this your first boyfriend?
This is my second. My first boyfriend.
We'll get to that later.
We'll get it. But this is my second one, the worst one.
Damn.
But I say being with both of them was a life lesson, because I learned a lot of life lesson and just maneuvers.
Yeah. How long was you with him for? Because we're gonna get into it. If you want to go there,
relationship.
I'm open, but I just want to know, like, how long was y'all together for?
I was with Sean for.
Oh, you put his name out there.
I did.
Damn, son.
You don't want me to put his real name out there.
Oh wow. Okay. So how long?
I was with Sean for. Let's see. I broke up when. Like beginning of 2019.
Okay.
Up until 2015. So that was a long time.
Oh, okay. Okay. So, just take me back to like the first experience, like when like he put his hands on you. Like, what was that like? Was it an apology? Like, yeah.
What was your longest relationship?
10 years.
Okay. All right. And how was that?
Well,
No, you just
are you deflecting? Or you?
No. We going back and forth. We're going tit for tat with it.
Okay. Yeah, that was the best love of my life.
Okay.
I felt like I never felt love like growing up as a child, and when I met this man, like I never knew somebody could look out for you like that. I was like young and naive and really, really nice. I've always been a nice guy, but he didn't play that shit. He was a provider. He was really, really lucky. I'm talking about he could get a scratch off and just win thousands. He can go to the casino and come back with thousands. He could have bad credit, go apply for a car and get a car. It was like, what is going on? Is it my
And that
man?
was your man.
That was my man. And I was 19 years old. And it was
He was older than you?
Yeah, he was 6 years older than me. But what was so funny, I was with my best friend when we first met at this club called Emeralds, right? I was 19 years old. And when I saw him in the club, I was with my friend Jason, and I said, that's going to be my boyfriend. So I had introduced myself to him. And at that time, I didn't even really I wasn't like at people. I would always let people come to me. You know, when you're young, you think you the shit, whatever.
But Jason,
I saw Jason, my friend.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, this was my baby. So, but I walked up to him. I was like, I introduced myself, but he told me he had a boyfriend. I was like, damn.
Nowadays that don't mean shit.
Oh, but back then it did.
Back then it did.
Yeah. So 2 weeks later, I went to the same club, right? The nigga was single. He had broke up with his dude. His dude was a cheater. So I saw him on a Saturday. He came over my house Sunday. I told my friend, I said, we is not fucking. We not. What?
You met him Saturday.
I met him Saturday.
You invited him over the next day.
That was 2 weeks after. I met him 2 weeks ago prior. He said he had a boyfriend. Then 2 weeks later, he was single. So,
but you met him that Saturday 2 weeks later, but he got the invite for Sunday dinner the next day.
Well, it was no dinner, except I was the dinner.
Oh. Oh, so you were the bottom? Never mind.
If we ain't
Okay,
going
we
up.
ain't finna- Too much information?
No, I'm saying.
See?
Let me do that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay, so he came over. I told my friend, I said, we're not going to fuck, you know. But he came over and we ended up fucking. And he never left my house that day. Like, we were together. For 10 years. It was amazing. That was an amazing relationship. But the only thing I will say is, and I tell people all the time, I didn't know myself. I knew who I was with him, but I didn't know who I was. And I tell the story all the time. I remember when Pepper was on the show, he didn't like tomatoes, so I didn't eat tomatoes. You know, it's like, I didn't know who I was. So then when we broke up after 10 years, I remember I just sat on the steps at my uncle's house and I just cried because I didn't know if I could just maneuver life on my own and do everything on my own. And when I started to do that, it was like it was crazy because it was just a whole new experience to be with somebody, you know, as 19 years old, then your whole 20s, and you 30 years old. It's like, who am I? So I had to create who I was. But back to you, Sherrod. The first time, was it like a Tina Turner like situation?
So we talking about Sean, right?
Sean.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, because I ain't gonna spend too much time on this nigga,
Okay.
but I'm gonna give him this publicity. So how I met Sean was I literally got passed off to him, meaning my roommate at the time, they were talking, but he wasn't feeling him like that. So he passed Sean off to
when
me.
you say talking, like fucking,
Like they were, no, I don't know what they was doing, but all I know is my roommate at the time, Marcus, was like, I don't really want this nigga, but I'm gonna pass him off to you. I was like, well, I don't want the motherfucker neither.
Oh.
Because and I'm not a colorist by any means, but back in the day, if you were not light skinned, I did not see you. I'm sorry. I don't know if that makes me a bad person or.
I was the opposite though, because when I was young, if you was light skinned, you didn't have a chance with me.
Oh my God. Like I just loved light skin like light skin or brown skin. Like not saying that I found dark, like just, but I just wasn't attracted to them now as I wasn't attracted to them heavy then as I am now.
Yeah.
But back then you had to be light skin, you had to be brown skin for me even to look your way. But it was always the opposite. Like they went crazy for me regardless.
Was you one of them light skinned people that thought you was better than dark skinned people back then? Be honest.
I'm not gonna say that because I still was finding myself, right? So but I will say the only time I ever had that confidence where I thought I was better than anybody, no matter the color, race, whatever, is when I performed. Whether I was dancing, whether I was on the runway, that's when I thought I couldn't be touched. I'm the shit, and I still think like that to this day.
Okay, Sean.
But back to Sean, I was with him, so that's how, and so Marcus introduced me to him at the bar. We at the bar kicking it, da-da-da. And I actually told Sean, like, well, Marcus low-key passed me off to you. And he was like, oh, really? So we both thought as Get Back that we was just going, you know.
And lo and behold.
Yeah, I thought we was born this thing. I'm like, are you snoring?
Who us? No.
So as Get Back, we both agreed, like, yeah, we gonna make it something. And it worked because the nigga got jealous. And then we ended up getting into it and he wasn't my roommate no more.
What?
So then I end up, like, shortly after I end up moving in with Sean, and it was sweet. But then, maybe like a year in, all hell broke loose.
He waited after a year to put his hands on you?
I wouldn't say, yeah.
That's crazy.
Like, after a year, I moved in with him. And then, somewhere around that time, the first time we fought each other was when he found out I did porn. I was still with him when I did porn.
Wait, you were with him and you were doing porn?
I was with Sean when I did my first porn scene here.
And you didn't tell him?
I didn't tell anybody.
Sherrod.
I just told him I was going down to MLK weekend with my homies. He was like, okay.
Now you know you need your ass whooped. No, you don't. No, you don't.
I do. I probably do. I do need my ass whooped because if you can be that bold to lie to your nigga at the time and be like, hey, babe, I'm going on an all boys trip. And then while you down there, film porn, don't tell nobody. And then when you get back, your nigga's waiting for you at the door like, what?
You knew
That's
when you got
exactly
back?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. How do you find out? You
Chicago was messy at the time.
Lordy.
So not only did he find out, but my whole dance troupe found out.
How? Because, I mean, did you film
Well,
it and it was the porn right out?
Listen, I went down on a Friday. I filmed it on a Saturday. Everybody knew about it back home on a Sunday.
But I'm saying, was the video out already?
Yeah, it was out as soon as I filmed on a Saturday.
You threw that pussy all over that video.
Man, that nigga, shout out to that man. I don't know that man's name, but shout out to that man because he made me famous.
No, it didn't. Was that check good though too?
It was. I got $500 for that.
$500.
But but mind you, at the time, because this was like still in like the early 2000s.
So that was good back then.
It was good for me. $5,000 for half an hour.
5,000 or 500?
I mean, $500 for half an hour, or like up to an hour. Like I've never seen that type of money before. Only like in a 2-week check. So to get that within an hour, and all I had to do was something that I love to do anyway.
And that was your first porn you ever did?
That was the first one I ever did, and that to take off in my career.
Wow.
And back then, that's when DVDs. That's when the end of VHS. I came out in the end of the VHS period onto the DVD period. So I'm going to the club. Shout out to Circuit in Chicago. I'm going to the club looking at myself on these DVDs.
Damn,
I'm like, that's me. But
still got a copy?
I do. Remember I told my granddaddy surprised me. Remember I told you that?
And he was down for you.
I don't know how the hell he got his. But
back to Sean.
Yeah, back to Sean. But that's that. So now my next question to you is,
wait, you I want to know what happened when he, bam.
When he
shit.
So when he hit me,
yeah.
So, so what, you gonna pistol with me? No. So how this happened was and I will never forget. We went to the club, and I don't like. You know how they say don't bring your sand to the beach?
Yeah, I never understood that, man.
Sean was the type of dude that talked about it, but wasn't really about it. Like, excuse me. For instance, he'd go to the club with me, which I already was like, no, I don't like that because I feel like I can't be myself because I feel like you watch me. He like, I ain't gonna be worried about you, da da da. We go to the club this particular night. He with his best friend, I'm with my boys. I just can feel him just watching me the whole night, which he was. It's niggas in my face, da da da. He just cringing. He coming over there, bumping into me and shit. Like, bro, like, so I knew you wasn't with it from jump. You just acted like you were narcissistic, right?
Well, I'm confused. Y'all went to the club together?
Yes, because he said.
But y'all went there and then he went with his homeboys and you went with your homeboys, so y'all wasn't together at the club,
quote unquote. But when we got back home is when all this shit came out. So he wanted to have sex. I did not want to have sex with him. And I'm saying this, your sex was horrible. If I haven't told you, I'm telling you now, your sex was whack. And that's that. And I barely want to suck anyways.
Wait, it was always whack even at the beginning?
Even in the beginning, it was okay. But I just tolerated it because I was in his house. Anyways,
he was taking care of that ass too, wasn't he?
He was. I will say that nigga is a provider. Okay. He's a Capricorn. He's a provider. But back to the story. So he wanted to have sex this particular night. I didn't want to have it. And then I was like, fine, I gave in. I was.
Go ahead.
Oh my God. Let me know what you would have done.
Okay.
While he's doing it to me, I'm calling my best friend. I'm like, he like, what's up? I'm like, nothing. Just getting fucked from Sean right now. I'm like, he like, you are not getting fucked. I said, I am. And mind you, Sean is doing it to me, but he is irritated as fuck. And to the point where he just stopped. I was like, okay, I'm gonna call you back. Do you know this
he
nigga? He
should have ran me harder in it.
Do you know this nigga flipped the mattress, and he flipped me off the mattress to where the mattress is on top of me. And that started the whole fight series.
Oh, so it wasn't like a situation like where he beat you, like
every time we argued after that,
like you told Hopper to beat me.
Every time we argued after that, it was always some type of altercation.
But you've always fought back.
At first, I didn't.
Oh, it's right.
At first, I didn't because he was bigger and I was small. But I think the third fight we got into, that's when I just let loose on his ass and I almost killed him because I pushed him into the tub.
Oh, that's dangerous.
Right.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and then he did something. I think he had threw my stuff out, like picked up my suitcase and threw it out in the hallway.
Yeah.
And I got his PS5. Was it PS5? No, it was just, yep, it was a PS5 at the time. And I threw that bitch from the 15th floor.
Damn, man.
The 15th.
So
Belmont View.
So it was just situations like that kept happening.
Yes,
right?
and it was toxic.
How did you get out of that situation?
I left. I got on the Greyhound, but now mind you, I've been to Atlanta before, but this particular year in time, I just could not take it anymore, and I had to go. I saw the signs; they were there early, but this particular time, and it was cold too. I remember I had the same, and I still have the same two suitcases. And he followed me, and I was like, "I'm leaving you. Like I'm really leaving you." He didn't know I purchased my Greyhound ticket. I purchased my Greyhound ticket earlier that day because I knew I was leaving. He got home from work. He was like, "Where are you?" Like I said, I'm leaving you. I'm going. I cannot do this no more."
Damn, you told him that when he was there, he was awake.
Mm-hmm. It wasn't like I just snuck out. No, bitch, you're gonna see me leave you.
Well, it's a good thing because I think it takes guts to get out of something that's abusive. So kudos to you, man.
Now, were you ever in a situation like that or close to?
Mm-mm.
Could you beat your lover? Could you fight your lover?
I would never put my hands on my lover.
You would leave before it get like that?
Mm-hmm. Well, my second boyfriend, I remember one day we had moved in, got our first apartment together. Mm-hmm. And we was arguing about something. It was crazy, too. It was like something petty. I had rolled up a blunt. The nigga got mad, took my blunt and flushed it in the toilet.
I know y'all did not fight over a blunt.
So I took his work coat and I tried to flush it on the toilet, but the coat was too big.
Jim, wait, what?
Yeah.
Okay, you know a toilet is this small, right?
I know. I just was so mad because I was really into smoking then, and then we just got.
You trying to wash it?
I just wanted him to feel like
Jesus.
This was his only work jacket, so I wanted. That wasn't my only blunt though. I could have rolled up another one. But you know when you're in like the heat of the moment, right?
I get it.
So we just started like tussling and grabbing each other. We didn't like physically like hit each other, so that's a good thing. But I felt so bad. We both felt so bad, and we just agreed that we would never put our hands on each other again. So, and we never did. But he was real disrespectful. Like this mouth was off the chain.
Like smart mouth.
Yeah, but I learned. I think every situation, every relationship, you learn.
How's my hair, Terry?
Oh, it's gorgeous, darling.
Okay, because I was gonna go get my fitted. I just thought about that. I didn't interrupt you.
You know, back in the day, you know, they say don't say that, but they call that good hair. But that's no such thing, right? Every hair is, if you got healthy hair, that's good hair.
Yes,
but you look good.
Okay, because I'm like, go ahead.
You are you. You know, you are you.
I know, but you are killing it in this suit, and I just feel like I look so regular. But what people have to realize is, you know, everybody on Culture Clubb has their individual style. Exactly. So like, not saying I couldn't pull off that look because I can, but I don't want to sit up here and be something that I'm not. Absolutely. I'm comfortable. I'm sexy.
And you model too. So, and I think when you put that shit on, you put that shit on.
When I put it on, I put it on.
I think you're tall, you're handsome, you're very funny. I think you're like one of the most interesting cast members of Culture Clubb. For real, I was excited to interview you. And I've always said this. I think I spoke to Wes about this and actually other people. I would love to like work with you and do a show. I told you for the love of Sherrod.
You know, we're gonna get
going down.
Okay, so listen. Let's get to the nitty gritty because I want to ask you some things.
Let's go, baby.
Okay, so I first want to say, I'm gonna say this. Like honestly, I was nervous doing this one-on-one with you because I didn't think that we would have anything in common.
That's not what it's about.
It's not about that, but I just felt like would we really mesh well together?
It ain't even about that.
And have the chemistry. This is things that I'm thinking, but I'm glad that those thoughts, like I'm glad I overshadowed those thoughts because this is turning out way better than I thought and imagined.
Okay, so you want me to tell you what I really thought?
Yes.
Because I do. I think your personality is just amazing for TV. I would tell everybody that. I would say the only thing that I was worried about is I didn't know if you were going to be into me. Like being like authentic, like asking questions, like stuff that you want to know, or even that you want viewers to. I didn't think you were that concerned about me. You know what I'm saying? And that's just my.
So you thought I was gonna pick like CORDAE or somebody?
I don't. You picked me. I think we were just picked. But guess what? I told people.
But I would have picked you though.
I told my best friend. Guess who I said? The only person I really wanted to interview was you.
I would have picked you because it would have been so typical for me to sit up here with African Cocoa Butter or CORDAE or even mega body, because they're probably used to seeing us, you know, but this interaction right
It's
here,
different.
yeah. So they're like, let me really tune in.
Well, what's funny too, I don't know if I'll be reading the comments. Actually, yesterday I just went through like a bunch of episodes of Culture Clubb. I mean, I went back, and I don't know if you noticed, but people think like we have a sexual tension.
That's because he be grinning and shit and growling, and I feel his breath on me next when I'm sitting there and my nipples be getting all flared up and shit. I be like, what is wrong?
Well, you do got some nice nipples, but
You see what I gotta go through? I'm sitting across from the man and my nipples just make him just blush.
You are funny.
Okay, so my question I want to ask you, and we're gonna dive a little deeper. What is the nickname that your mama calls you, or used to call you, or?
That is funny, bro. Nobody has never asked me that in my whole life.
Okay, let's get
But
into
what is so funny? My mom never called me a nickname.
She never called you a nickname?
I never. You know, talking about my mom is really touchy. So
I know.
It's crazy.
We ain't gonna spend too much time on it.
Yeah. Let's go a little bit. Let's talk about the past. We touched on it with the dating, but how was growing up for you? What was it like?
My godmama told me the other day that I should write a book because I have oh my God. So growing up for me, right, was I always compare my life to the ugly duckling. Remember the ugly duckling story?
It was ugly.
Do you remember the ugly duckling story? It was all them pretty ones and then the ugly gray one. I always compare my life to that, right? And I say that because my brother was the golden goose. My brother was the golden egg, and I was just here. You know, everybody cherished him. Everybody loved him, down from my grandma to my other family to hell, even on my dad's side of the family. So it was just like, and mind you, I'm noticing it at a young age.
That's crazy.
Like, so it's like, damn, like, you know, I would, like, my grandma would come and she'll pick Brandon up, like, you know, pick him up, hug him, but she won't do that to me. Or, excuse me, or it'd be so easy for him to ask for stuff, but if I ask, I'll get a no, or why are you asking me, or go and sit down, you know what I'm saying? So this is shit that I'm acknowledging at a young age. Okay. And so when you acknowledge that at a young age and you feel that, it kind of just sticks with you, right?
Absolutely.
Even through adulthood. Like, so growing up for me was, I don't know, it was just like 50-50. Like, now I love my mom. I am my mama's boy. Now my mom definitely made sure that she made sure to show that love. And
was your brother the favorite?
No. So, and when I say that, I feel not to my mom that my brother was the favorite. Sometimes I felt like that because she would always talk about my brother's dad so highly. You know, she would show up to my brother's basketball games, stuff like that. Now, I didn't really play sports like that, but I danced.
You played with balls, so didn't you?
I did. But and I don't want to say this to make it seem like my mom wasn't there for me or like that. It just felt like my brother was was here and I was here at times.
Did your brother treat you like that too?
I wouldn't say he did treat me like that, but he knew that he had certain privileges that I didn't have. And he sometimes used that to the best advantage. Like, if he knew I wanted something, he'd be like, why don't you just go ask? No, you go ask. They're going to say yes to you. You know what I'm saying? So it was that type of vibe.
How many?
Especially with my grandparents.
How many years y'all apart?
2.
Oh, damn.
Yes.
Y'all look alike?
Huh?
Y'all look alike?
My brother, you could tell that my brother is in the Air Force. You could just look at him and tell.
Okay.
And you could just tell that I'm just...
He the straight one.
A rebel.
You deal with you at the...
Yes. My brother is fine. Even though he's straight, he's fine. But he's just a big nigga. Oh. But that's how life was growing up with me. Like, you knew with Brandon, you was going to get the sports. The girls calling late nights, You knew with me, you was gonna get dancing, cheerleading.
Is the air on? Yeah.
Dancing, cheerleading. Like, you just knew you was gonna get the opposite with this. I did play basketball. I was good, but that just wasn't my stilo.
Yeah.
What about you?
My mother had me at 13 years old.
Hold on.
Yeah, I don't even. I couldn't do it.
You lying.
My mom had me at 13.
13?
Brenda's got a baby, but Brenda's barely got a brain. A damn shame. The girl can
Damn, your
spell
mama's
her name.
pussy just got furnished at 13.
So the story was, I was supposed to be aborted. They were on the way to abort me. I think my mom was like 6 or 7 months pregnant, but my granddad said no. I grew up feeling a lot of like shame. I never felt like wanted. I remember even as a kid, when what's also crazy, when my mom was pregnant at 13, her mom was pregnant as well with my aunt Tiffany. So they were pregnant at the same time. My auntie was born July 4th and I was born August 23rd.
So your mom was pregnant and her mama was pregnant?
My grandma and my mom was pregnant at the same time.
Oh my God.
So growing up, you know, everybody in the household, my grandmother had 5 kids. My mom was 13, and that was like a lot of shame, and I felt like all that shame growing up. And I would call my grandma mom because everybody in the house called her mom, and everybody called my mom Deborah. I just never felt wanted. Yeah, I just never felt wanted. But I think God always placed people up in your life to show you that you are something. Because I was like an amazing kid. My mom just, I guess she did the best she could, and it just wasn't good enough, right? But it made me who I am, and it made me a really strong person. I was really fortunate was blessed with a great teacher in 7th grade. And that was the first time I actually even heard that I was handsome. Like when she used to tell me I was handsome, it felt weird because I was like, I'm handsome?
I can relate to that.
Right? And then she got me into, I started doing the debate team. Then I started doing forensics and learning like poetry. And I was traveling, going all over the United States to do forensic pieces.
Okay.
And I remember I did this piece called The Creation by James Baldwin. It was amazing. And God stepped out on space and he looked around and he said, I'm lonely. I'll make me a world. James Baldwin. It's the poem I did. It's called The Creation.
Oh, okay.
Right. So I'm just giving a little synopsis of how I got my confidence. So then she had me apply for the School of the Arts. So I went to Milwaukee High School of the Arts.
Shout out to that.
Okay. And I studied theater for 4 years. And I learned so much. I learned how to build sets, which I ended up making money in real life, you know, from learning how to build sets.
Are you good at doing monologues?
Yeah, I'm amazing.
Go.
Hallelujah. I actually wrote a poem. I actually wrote something. I may share a little piece. You want to hear it?
So,
it's called Damn Mama.
Hold on. So at the end of this interview, we're each going to display one of our talents. That's one thing we did agree upon.
Okay.
So
we wait to the end to do that?
Wait to the end.
Okay.
You're gonna give me something
Y'all stay
to do with my
tuned.
talent.
My poem is called Damn Mama. And I even wrote a song too as well.
Okay.
So I went to School of the Arts. I started traveling all over the world. I was in the community choir, was traveling, doing plays, singing. And then, yeah, that was my childhood, basically. Okay. Thank God for Miss Illy, my teacher. Hallelujah.
Okay, so we're going to speed it up and fast forward a little bit.
Okay.
Give me a worst time in your life and how you got through it or how you just made it a positive as far as like your well-being or just you just coped the best way possible. You see what I'm saying? Okay. If I'm saying that correctly.
Well, when I was 14,
how you got through it?
Okay. When I was 14, I joined a community choir. Okay. And then I got a lead part in a play called Alternative. The pastor was amazing. He was like a father figure to me. We were so close. I mean, this man bought me coats, food, gave me money. And I think he knew the relationship between my mom, you know, how we were. I don't know if it was intentional at that time because I was young and I loved him. But I remember this one time we went on a trip to Detroit. And we had drove down there and there was some other guys there and we had a hotel room. Okay. And the pastor told me to come to his room. So I was 15 at this time. Okay. So I came to his room to go to sleep. I slept on, you know how you sleep on one end and like you're sleeping like this?
Yeah, so you slept by the feet?
Yeah. Okay. So I'm just chilling, I'm sleeping. Then all of a sudden, he just like scooped me up under the covers, picked me up and started giving me head.
At 15?
At 15. I did not know what to do. I was like so scared and nervous. It was like, because this man was like a father figure to me. You know what I'm saying?
So, okay.
Yeah.
This is your first time telling this story?
I told the story like I never told the story in
I
depth
probably
like
wasn't
this.
a part on the podcast.
Yeah.
Okay,
I mentioned it like I was molested by my pastor. So, but that wasn't even the worst thing of it all, man. Because it went on for a couple of years. But then I started to work and get a job and take care of myself, and I started to just slowly kind of move my way from church because I was going to church every Sunday, and I was in the community choir. So I never told anybody, right? So my first year of college, 18, my mother calls me and she says, have you heard about the pastor? I'm like, what? He kidnapped this guy named, I'll call him Eddie. I'm just going to say Eddie. That ain't his name. He been kidnapping boys and having them up in his house. And I was like, no. She's like, did he ever do anything to you? And I got real quiet. I'm 18 years old at my first year of college. And I just said, yeah.
Oh.
I wish I didn't even say it, to be honest.
It's Jesus.
My whole life changed literally like in a twinkling of an eye, yo. She started to cry. She was cussing. But nobody, I feel like nobody was really there for me. But the whole thing was the news people came out to my college. It was
told the news?
I don't even know how they found it. It was just crazy. The news people came. I went to Stevens Point College. The news people came out to my college. I was all on the news. Then I had to go to court and testify against him. And it was kind of hard because I did love this man, but it was something I kept to myself. But I remember when I went back home, because Milwaukee was such a small town.
Right.
Everywhere I went, I saw like the people from my church, and they like hated me. They would like mean mug me. I would get messages and calls like, why you lying on that man? It just made my life miserable, and I just started, it was just another abandonment issue that I shunned in to myself, and I just wouldn't go anywhere. I always had like certain situations in my life to make me just stay in the house. That's probably why I am like I am now, because I had certain situations, but I overcame that. I'm an overcomer. So yeah.
Well, shout out to you for that situation, because that was crazy. And I didn't know the details, but shout out to you, my brother.
I love my baby.
Shout out to you, my brother.
What about you? So tell me about a time
Okay.
in your life that you didn't think you was gonna make it out or through it, and maybe did it take prayer? Like what happened? How did you overcome?
I have so many. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Let me tell you. So I always had this dream of being an entertainer, period.
Okay.
I told my mom, I told her, I said, when I turn 18, I'm leaving. Like, I'm leaving you. I'm finna go. I'm finna have this career. Da-da-da. I turned 18. I signed up for the Disney College program. I got accepted. What was crazy was, before I did that, I had an audition for the character program at Walt Disney World.
Ooh.
I got it. I made it as Goofy.
You was Goofy.
I was Goofy. I got out there. They sent me a relocation credit card, everything. But something happened to the point where I didn't get the apartment. So I had to move back. Fast forward maybe a few months later.
How old were you?
I was still 18. I was 17.
Oh.
17 when I did the audition.
Okay.
And then I turned 18. When I was 18, I did the college program.
Okay.
And mind you, around this time, and I met my first boyfriend. So all this shit happened, domino effect.
Damn, Sherrod.
Right. But basically, a time in my life that I really just overcame, and I'm proud of overcame it, was I was in a dumpster about to kill myself.
In a dumpster?
I was in a dumpster in Chicago on the west side. I would never forget. I was about to kill myself because everything was not going as planned. My mom stopped talking to me because I came out to her and told her I was gay. I had no job. Me and Sean at this time was on the rocks. Like, I just couldn't take the abuse. I didn't want to, I just was fiending for myself. All I had was dance. And I remember picking up the phone. I had a Metro flip. It was silver. I remember picking up the phone, calling my Auntie May. And I was talking to her and I was crying. I was just like, Auntie May, I don't want to be here no more. I cannot do this. Like, it's just hard. She was like, baby, don't give up. She said, you are the star of the family. You know, when you come around, we smiling, like, I love you. So it just took that talk for me to get up out that dumpster. And
you got to tell me about how did you climb your tall ass in a
I literally,
nasty
like,
dumpster?
well, the dumpsters in Chicago, I'm assuming it's like I was already tall, so I just flipped that bitch and got up in there.
You didn't. You were so in a zone. You didn't care about the smell. You didn't care about.
I literally was gonna go in there, find something to cut myself with, or just wait till one of them dump trucks just lift it up and throw, because I was just done at this point. But it took that phone call.
You called her while you was in the dumpster?
I did. Because I don't know if she was on my recent call list or what have you, but something just told me to call her. And I called her and I overcame that, because if I didn't, I would have been dead. Because I was just so done. Like, when your mom don't want to talk to you because you're gay. Like, and I had just gotten into a fight with my uncle because he realized I was gay, and I had cussed out my grandma. So it was just so much shit happening.
Wow.
And I feel like if you can make it in Chicago, you can make it anywhere. I know they say that about New York and LA, but Chicago at that time was gritty.
Chicago, don't go to the South Side. That's where I got shot. So don't go to the South Side.
And I was on the West Side in the dumpster when this happened, but yeah. So that was the time that I'm happy I overcame, and sleeping with someone who had HIV. But that's a different story.
You want to go back to that, or you want to?
No, we don't need to go back to that.
Okay, well, we're gonna keep it going. I'm gonna keep the ball in your corner. Since you told us something about like your worst time, give me like the best experience. Something like it was like amazing. You can't even believe you actually even got a chance to experience that. What was that like?
I would say the best time in my life. The best time in my life was just making it, man. Just accomplishing some of my goals, some of my short-term goals.
Give me something specific. I know it's probably a lot, but there's got to be something in your life that you
getting the notoriety for my entertainment.
Okay,
that's been a biggest accomplishing dream of mine. Like, getting noticed for my modeling, my acting, not just my porn, but just anything entertainment. And I finally got that notoriety maybe like 2 or 3 years ago. Okay, and it's just getting stronger by the day. You know, so that makes me feel good. It makes me feel like I'm not going unnoticed, unseen, unheard, unmoved. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I'm touching people in ways, whether it, even if they do see me throwing it back, you know, they like, damn, he good at that. You know what I'm saying? Like, so to me, getting that notoriety, it feels good, because mind you, I came here with nothing. Yeah. I came here just straight off the bus.
Yeah, look at you now.
And that was in 2015. Fast forward, it's 2026. I didn't start getting notoriety for my accolades in 2020 till 2023.
Yeah, it seemed like you're a guy that's gonna always be on TV. And it's crazy. Like, when I sometimes read the comments on Culture Clubs, like, we get a lot of love, and I love being a part of Culture Club. Shout out
to Culture Club. Culture Club. 2 B's.
And we will be back in May. Yeah, and I'm ready for season 5, baby. Yes.
We didn't agree to June. Damn.
Thought it was May. Anywho,
fuck Wes.
you know, we do always have a lot of comments, right? What do you have to say about people? 2 things. First, they always say that you always seeking attention because you showing your body.
They say that to me?
Oh, I went through comments. They always say that. What do you have to say to respond to any negative comments about you showing your body? Because I think you're confident, and that's how I look at it.
So the old me would have been like, shut the fuck up. But the new me, or I ain't even gonna say the new me, I would just say in general, I personally, like, it's not that I seek attention, right? It's my thing is, I'm so comfortable with myself, I can wear a diaper and be okay. Yeah. So I come from no confidence. And not saying just because I have confidence now I have to walk around naked, but it's my body, it's my life. I worked hard, and I'm gonna continue working hard. I do this for me. I don't do this for nobody else. Yeah. Like, I chose to do porn. Did nobody say, oh, you should go do porn? No, I chose to do it. It just so happens that I'm good at doing it. I chose to be an actor. It just so happens that I'm good at doing it. I chose to model. It just so happens that whenever I'm on that runway, can't nobody touch me. I'm just saying. Ooh. So I'm not doing this for nobody. I'm doing it for me. And the sooner the people realize that, the better or the more they'll ease off my ass. Like, come on, like, y'all been at me since G status. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's time to let it go.
I just think it's so easy to comment on somebody else's life
Because they know I'm an easy target, and they know I'm going to give them
But you hold it down, and I like your response. That was a great way to handle it. Now, also getting into it, since we talking about, you know, porn and modeling.
Me too many questions.
I know, I just want to, let's just hit this real quick. Because people always comment and say, oh, you do OnlyFans, ain't nobody going to love you. Damn, what you got to say to them? Because y'all people too, you got heart, and guess what? Without porn, how would we survive? Like,
oh my God,
I mean, so
without porn, there'd be no Twitter.
Exactly.
But listen, I'll say this right, and you got, and I said this earlier. I came out in the VHS DVD era, so labeling me for real, technically as a content creator, is diabolical. But whatever. That's why I say I'm an all-around entertainer. Because when I'm on camera, I entertain. When that camera shuts off, I'm back to being Sherrod Antoine. So, given my stats and my background, trying to find love is difficult because you have people who front, right? You have people who say, oh yeah, I'm cool with it as long as you upfront, da-da-da. I tell you, hey, I'm filming a scene, or hey, I filmed these scenes, they're about to come out. You cool with that? Yeah, you know, I'm cool. But when they come out, oh, so when did you do this? Oh, you didn't have that hairstyle. So it just becomes too much, to the point where I'd rather be single and happy and alone than entertaining somebody who don't mean me no good. You don't mean well, Papa. And so I'm cool with being by myself. I may not like it sometimes, but I'm protecting my peace.
Sometimes being by yourself, we don't be by ourselves enough. But I think in this generation now, dating, I don't think many of us have a choice. Listen. Like you ask most people. I remember back in the day, growing up, you ask anybody, everybody had a boyfriend and a girlfriend. Now you ask somebody, nobody has a boyfriend and girlfriend. Like, it's very rare.
Do you have a boyfriend or girlfriend?
Nope. No.
And I'm not. And I know this is a sensitive subject, but like, low key, I wish I drove somebody crazy like you drove somebody crazy. But
it's not fun.
It's not fun?
I'm still dealing with it.
Really? It's that bad, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll take that back. Never mind. Not all. Yeah. Okay. But how are you dealing with that? I know it's a sensitive subject, but how are you dealing with it? Because for one,
it's so frequent. If I showed y'all my phone right now, back to back missed calls.
Still,
I'll show you. You're gonna be like, "This is crazy." Still, it's I'll show you. But
and you don't want, and you shouldn't have to change your number.
I've got to get a restraining. I don't know why. Because I don't know what could.
Okay, so at first, did you kind of like it?
Just scroll up. You're gonna see.
At first, did you kind of like it?
It's days and days. It's back to back. No, I don't like that.
I literally don't know, but
it's no call ID. That's the number.
No, I'm reading. They left a message on this particular day.
Yeah, it's very serious. Pulled up, leaving to my house last night. It comes over my house like every day and just like drives by, or leave a note on my car. So yes, very serious.
So have you met this person before all of this stalking?
I've known him over 10 years. And he never did this. This has been going on like the last year. It started maybe about 8-9 months ago.
So when did it take a dark turn?
I had a situation where, I don't know if I talked about this, but I was on his Instagram and I noticed one of the other castmates from Culture Clubb was liking his post, and then I went to his page and I saw that he was liking his post. So I hit him up and I was like, "Hey, are you talking to, this castmate?" And he was like, "Yeah, I went to the preview and I just be supporting." I was like, "You really?" I was like, "If y'all ever like messed around?" No. I said, "You sure?" Because if I call this person, this is an honest person. I said, if I call this person, they're going to tell me the truth. I said, so I'm letting you know now. Did y'all do anything? Well, I went over there. I got a massage. I said, that's it? Yeah, that's it. I said, you sure? Because if I call this person,
but I ain't gonna be messy.
Anyway. He didn't want to tell me all what happened. I ended up calling my friend and he told me they, you know, did a little something, but he had no idea. And this is somebody I've been dealing with for like years. Not my dude, but you know how you just smash.
But y'all have that. Y'all have
smash
so
every
y'all
now and then.
fuck.
Oh, yes.
Or work.
Yeah.
Okay. So.
But he never showed signs of this. So, I think after that situation happened, I found out because you should have just been honest, you know, and I would have been like, okay, cool, because you're not mine, I'm not yours. But I thought that was just kind of shicey that you're going to play like you didn't, you know, just to go and mess with another castmate and you know that I got to deal with them. Like, and I notice people do that all the time. It's crazy. Like, I guess that's the new norm. So I do appreciate my friend for, you know, telling me what was going on because he had no idea either. So I kind of just like backed off. And then that's when he didn't even start right away, like doing it. Then I just started getting calls and then I just started to block him because he was calling me. I'm talking about 5 calls per minute and I'm not flexing. I'm talking about 200 to 300 calls every day. And I'm not even like exaggerating. That's the funny part. Then he started coming to my house every night, putting notes on my car. I have so many notes. So then I came up across a situation where he came to my house. Got home from work and he was at my house. And I'm trying to get in my house and he's blocking me from getting in my house. Okay. And I like grabbed him and like pushed him and shoved him. So then I just said, okay, I don't want to hurt this boy because he's small. And
so he's a little nigga.
He's 5'4", 5'5".
Okay, so you know what?
What?
We ain't gonna spend too much time.
He climbed me like a tree.
I want you to look into that camera right there, and I want you to say to that man.
That don't help.
But
leave me alone, like I always do. But that don't help. So, I get in my car. I drive to the gas station because I need gas.
Leave him alone.
He followed me to the gas station. As I'm pumping the gas, I put the pump in the gas back on the nozzle. I get in my car. And he's blocking me from closing my door. And I got a Challenger, so I can't start my car. I can't take off my car unless my door's closed. So I'm like shutting it. His arm is up in my arm. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm going to hurt this boy. So I had to call the police at the gas station. When I called the police, he moved his arm. Then I went to my house. He followed me to my house.
After you called the police?
I called the police that he was gone. So then a couple of weeks later, it was a Saturday, I was at church and my sister called me and said, this boy is outside the house. I said, call the police. So they called the police and he was still there and the police gave him a warning saying, this is harassment. Do not come over here no more. So then he stopped for a couple of months.
So you got a restraining order?
I gotta get one. I know.
You don't have the
restraining order? I know y'all don't read me for filth in the comments.
Well, no wonder this motherfucker came back because you don't.
But
the legal protection.
Okay, wait. So the police came and told him he stopped coming for a couple of months. I said, oh my gosh, that worked. I love police. So then lo and behold, he just started maybe about 3-4 weeks ago coming back every day and putting notes on my
TYRICE,
my car.
Just get the PO.
And what's crazy is yesterday, he left a note and put $200 in there.
Oh, well, wait, before you get it, try to get an extra $300 in there real quick.
I don't even care. I
see, we gonna drop it next week. Do you got it right now? Because I need some money. Okay. But listen, y'all have to know we are people, we are human, everybody is human. Look, love and lust will make you do crazy things, okay? So just
you ever did
no means no. Excuse me?
You ever did anything crazy for love?
Oh my God. This isn't about me, this is about you.
I think you have.
I'm sorry?
You did some crazy shit for love, didn't you?
Of course, like
give us one story.
Oh,
sure. It's not even my birthday.
So I'm a Libra, right? We're lovers. We can't do no wrong. However, if you try to flex on me, my flex is gonna be 10 times harder. So when it came to and I'm using Sean for an example. So when we broke up, his ex was in Atlanta.
No, you didn't.
His ex was in Atlanta. Okay. So I decided to go where his ex was and just let him know how I put it down. And to this day, Sean never know. Ooh, I guess you know now.
Was the ex better than Sean?
Let's just say I'm.
Well, yeah.
That was an exclusive, okay? But yeah, you ain't gonna you can't, like, you're not gonna flex on me. Like, and I didn't have
to
do
get backs.
I didn't have to do that, but I felt like I wanted to just because. But it was just like you kept throwing him in my face when we were, you know. So it's like, okay.
Sherrod, you do get backs even to this day.
Now I don't have nobody to get back with. So it's just like,
do you always feel like you have to get the got her?
No, not really, because I'm so cool with it now. So like, let's say if I was talking to a nigga and we've been talking for like a month, but then we broke up, and I went out and I seen him with his new piece.
Yeah.
I'm cool because I'm looking good. I know you're watching me clearly, and I know he knows who I am. So either A, I'm gonna go introduce myself, or B, I'm gonna just keep it G.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I don't usually flex, but I could if I wanted to.
Okay.
And that's that. But redirecting and closing this out, is there anything, let us know, is there anything else that we should know about Tyrese?
Oh, I'm
like any upcoming events, like anything that the world still doesn't know yet about you?
I think I'm pretty transparent. The place, I'm glad we talked about the past and the present, and we're gonna get the future, and that's how we're gonna close. I've always been talented. Acting, singing. I think I like to make things and people beautiful. I can do hair. I cut hair.
Okay.
Epoxy, countertops, floors, artwork. I make ashtrays, grinders with epoxy.
Jesus.
Yeah. Pictures. I like to do wall art.
So you get your hands dirty.
Landscaping. Yeah, I do it all. I
hear that? That nigga likes to get his.
I like to get money. Like, I'm a hustler. I do. I've been with my corporate company for,
he said he can
for
eat
12 years. Oh, I definitely do that.
You see?
Definitely do that. Yeah. So yeah, I've been at my corporate job for 12 years. I like the opportunity that I get to do my hustling shit on the side.
Okay.
And also do my corporate, because corporate, of course, give me my benefits.
Right.
My 401 is lit.
Listen, and that.
Yeah.
And that's how it was for me when I was with Delta, right? I was with Delta and I had my hustle on the side.
Yeah.
And so not having that access no more, it's just like crazy. But I get what you're saying.
But you got a new job
felt so
now.
good. I do have a new job. I'm not gonna display what it was because I made a mistake last time. But I do have a new job. It's going well.
Somebody told me they saw you. They wanted to hook up with me. They hit me up, and they thought they were going to see me. Yeah, and they said, I think I just ran into one of your castmates, tall, light skin. He said, I said, yeah, that's my boy. That's my boy. I thought he was going to try to fuck some, but yeah. Anyway.
But yeah, okay, so.
The future. You got the cruise coming up. You excited about that? What's up?
Shout out to Wes and the B-Man cruise. Now, I'll be giving him flack because I don't have a mother flyer. What? Or I'm not on the main flyer, but it's okay because I'm going, and I love everybody that paid and purchased, but I want to make sure that I let him know that I was booked and paid, because I do have this thing of flaking and flocking. It's okay, but I'm really going.
You scared me today. You know what scared me? When I called, I said, is everything okay? You said no. I said, oh Lord, I'm
working on my reputation, because even in the content world, and I'm gonna say this in the content world, most content creators don't want to work with me because I guess the word got out that I flake. Damn. Or that, right.
But you know what? Be you, right?
And sometimes it's
if
not.
If you don't want to do something, don't do it.
But I'm choosy too.
But do what you want to do, and don't do what you want to do. I'm gonna give you a really quick story. I remember my my uncle's wife at the time. I have just moved down here, and they were moving into a house. She asked me to help them move. I'm not gonna say he's not gonna help move. So she got mad at me because when she asked me, I said, I don't move. I pay people to move. So she got mad. I said, I don't do what I don't do, and I do what I do. So you the only one living your life, paying your bills. Just let people know how you wanna move. Because I was gonna also ask you for Culture Clubb. We want to see you more. What's up?
Okay, so. And this is an exclusive. So some of that was because I was going through the substance abuse. So like not even thinking that I had to film, but I would get high 2 days prior.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I needed that time to calm down. So, and that's an exclusive. So
you're a person, and that's what people love about you.
So sometimes that's what it would be, because I need that downtime to like recuperate and recover, right? So it wasn't me just saying like,
fuck.
But because I didn't want to tell y'all flat out like, oh, I got high 2 or 3 days ago, I just had to say, hey, I had this going on, or I can't make it. But in reality was, I got triggered by something. I did what I needed to do, and I need this time to recover. And it just so happened it was on the time of filming. So
that's so funny too.
I'm so glad that I have channeled that, and you know, I'm good.
I appreciate you being vulnerable, because I think one episode people loved how vulnerable we were when we talk about our situations, especially when I talk about like depression and how rough a year I had last year. What's weird, and I don't know if you can agree with this, it's a daily fight. Like just because you thought about like ending your life, or you didn't want to be here, and you deal with that situation, that does not go away. It can creep back on you, those thoughts, those times. That's why you have to keep. How do you keep?
I did not. First of all, when I tell you Sherrod was a goody two shoes, I did not have sex without a condom back in the day. I did not smoke weed. I didn't even smoke cigarettes. When I moved to Atlanta, when I tell you, it was even when I first moved here, I still didn't do any of that, but it took me losing my job with United at the time to be like, fuck it, because I was so depressed and I was so stressed out.
We use those as coping methods. Yeah,
so, excuse me, how I got into, and I'm gonna make this quick so we'll wrap it up, how I got into, ice or Tina, whatever you want to call it. I don't know how to call it.
You have to put it out there like that.
Oh, well, whatever. So it was in the form of a hookah. Yes, it was in the form of a hookah. I don't know how he did it, but he was like, yeah, you know, and this was a Jack story that I told on the Jack, you know. It was it was at first it was 6 of us, and then it ended up being 8. And he had it in the form of a hookah. And I hit it and I'm like, you know, what's this? And it felt good.
He didn't even say it?
Huh?
He didn't even say what it was?
He didn't.
That's crazy.
He did not tell me what it was. And I just kept hitting it and kept hitting it. When I tell you I was high for 4 days. I was high for 4 days.
And it make you horny too, right?
Yes.
Was you fucking for 4 days too?
I wasn't fucking, but I just was like, why am I not sleeping? Like, I was up for 4 days. That's how much I smoked. But I say that to say I have came a long way.
Yeah.
And I'm proud, and I want to be the voice of people who can't speak out or are afraid to speak out. It's okay. We're not perfect. Yeah. Like, I'm not perfect. And I get tempted. But at the end of the day, I know my purpose. And my purpose is bigger than that. And so is yours.
And guess what? You ain't the only one.
Okay.
You know, when we go through certain stuff, I remember I went to church and pastor said, you are not the only one. I'm not the only one that mom who had a kid at 13. I'm not the only one who wasn't loved, felt like a motherless child. I'm not the only one that was molested. Well,
I ain't got no.
But you got a story, man. That's amazing.
Yo, I've never shared this story, so shout out to Tyree for bringing this story out of me.
I knew it was gonna be like this, man.
Listen, okay, so now
I wasn't. What's up?
We have to display one of our talents as an excellent story. But first, let me say,
what's up?
It was an honor and a privilege to interview you. Or not, I wouldn't even say interview, but just this intimate one-on-one, because I never would have knew any of this. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate you. And thank you for accepting me in my
You're so funny. Let me ask you this before we close out with our talents or whatever. What do you want more of from me?
From you?
Yeah.
Nothing. Just because everybody brings something. Everybody has a balance or holds some type of key when it comes to our combination.
Right.
Right. Everybody has a code that they bring. So just continue being you, because without it, there would be no Tyree. There would be we wouldn't have bumped heads. So just continue doing what you do.
Appreciate it. Ask me that.
What do you want to see more from me?
I want to see more you on Culture Clubb. I want to see you more. And I want you to be authentic and be honest and just be you.
Well, I have been honest.
Good.
But I will show up more.
All right. You ready to do your piece?
Whew. I did say I was gonna do an acting monologue.
Is this an original poem? Or?
No, it's not. It's not. So,
What's up?
I can't even do it, y'all. I'm not even gonna flex.
You want me to go first?
Yes, you go first.
Okay. All right. This poem is I was in my feelings one day. My mom had. I talked to my uncle. He told me something that my mom had did, and I was disgusted. I felt so disrespected. Even as a grown man, she brought issues up that I haven't heard since I was 19. Brought the whole gay thing up, and I was like, what? So I wrote a poem. It was called Damn Mama. It says, Damn Mama. And this is me speaking as I'm in her belly, in her womb, as she's pregnant.
Okay.
This is how
You're a seed at this time.
this is I'm just imagining how she feel and what's finna come out.
Okay.
Which is me, okay? So this is called Damn Mama. Damn Mama. I'm in here. And it feels weird because I feel how scared you are. I feel the shame. I feel the disappointments in the eyes of being ashamed. You don't know what to do. You're 13 and Deborah's got a baby growing inside. You can't tell anyone because what? What would they say? She fast. Who's the baby's father? How could she be 13 and pregnant? Who raised her? Where is her father? She should be ashamed of herself. You have a miracle growing inside you. A little handsome baby boy that's going to grow into a man. A little baby boy that will be able to sing, act, dance, do hair, creative, and brighten up anyone's day with that beautiful smile. A boy that will love you no matter what. I don't know that when I came out into this world that I wouldn't feel loved, that I wouldn't feel protected, that you wouldn't be my biggest supporter, that you wouldn't show me off like a prize that you won first place in. I didn't know that I would be uncertain about life and I would long for that feeling of unconditional circumstances. I didn't know that I would hear, I wish you were never born. Oh, you're fat. You're a fag. And why are you gay? Some way, somehow, God will send me someone who thinks I'm so dope, talented, and full of love. So, Mama, I love you. There's nothing you can do about it. I love you because you birthed me. I love you because you gave me a little sister, Nisha, that I could protect and love as my own. I love you because I know my worth and what I deserve. I love you because if I never get the apology that's owed, I'll be just fine. Damn, Mama.
Damn, Mama. Tyrese, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, you ready for mine?
Yeah.
Okay. And don't laugh.
Okay. You gonna light this up probably.
Okay.
What's up, baby?
What's this? Don't try and flip this, Jody. What is this doing in my car? Hello? Can't believe I was falling for that shit you said all the other night. How about how you gonna do right by me and JoJo? How you not gonna cheat no more? How you not gonna break my heart? Keep stepping on it and shit. What is all that, Tyree? Huh? Get the fool! Okay, Insane. That's all. I'm drunk. Anyways.
Oh, give me a hug, man.
Yes, I love you.
Love you, man.
We out, ladies and gentlemen.
Culture Clubb, baby. What's up?